fucking qualify? Oh my god, Mom! You gotta open up. I just won $50,000.
We didn't know much about Luneze coming into this, but now we know all about him. He's a beast.
Oh my fucking god.
I'm calling it now. We didn't know much about Luneze coming into this, but now we know all about him. He's a beast.
Oh fucking god. Yo, no fucking way, dude. No fucking way. No fucking way, dude.
Fucking thick.
Let's freaking go, man.
Entertaining.
See where things stack up. Here
I'm
it is.
fucking there.
Our top.
Let's go. Let's
freaking go.
Reverse. Dubs and Tifu. Insane. Both of them had already qualified. They get 35th. Astonished.
Freaking love you. Oh my god.
And Jenkins all qualified.
Oh my god.
I told my parents yet. I still need to tell them.
Oh, wait, what?
Oh my
I
god.
haven't told them yet.
Wow.
I haven't told. I still want to tell. I need to tell them right now after this. So.
Wait.
Call
You
him
can call
right
him into the
now.
room. Call him right now.
Get him right now.
Call him right now. We're putting you on the spot.
Let's go, Pika.
Right
Let's
now.
go, Pika. We want to celebrate with you. Let's go.
Do it. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh wait, if it's a fam coming in, Pika, can you hear us?
Dog, I hate you.
They're coming. They're on their way. They're on their way.
They're on their way. Oh god.
Wait, here's the question, Pika. Did you tell them why they were coming in? Do they know what's up or no?
Yeah, I told them I qualified, but I don't think like she really gets it because like my mom, she doesn't really know about this stuff, so I still need to explain it to her. But
Oh, this should be exciting. This should
To
be
say
exciting.
I just won $50,000.
$50,000. What? I just won $50,000. I swear to I just won $50,000. What are you doing? I'm playing video games. Oh shoot.
Hey,
I just won $50,000. See, gonna 50,000. Oh,
There you go. That's what it's about. You'll love to see it.
Oh, man. All right, Pika, I'm not going to put you in that spot anymore because I know how embarrassing this possibly can be. But, dude, man, congratulations. Well see you in New York City, man.
Il a fait top 1.
Il a fait top 1?
Ouais, la fois, il a fait top 1.
Donc, du coup, mon pote, il va à New York pour la duo et pour la solo. Oh 2 semaines d'affilée. Oh mon dieu. Logiquement, oui. Le monstre. Le fucking monster, putain. On crie, mais. Attends. Ah, je sais pas. Normalement, c'est bon, là. Il a fait, de toute façon, on est d'accord, avec une royale, on avait dit qu'il a top 1. Ouais, donc là, ça joue un peu. Ouais.
Et les autres games, c'est des mecs à 3000 points. On s'en bat les couilles. Le monstre. Top 28 qui?
Qui ça?
De toute façon, j'ai plus besoin qu'on m'entende là, j'ai juste envie de crier. Qui a fait top 28? De quoi vous parlez? On s'en fout de top 28.
Come on, you're epic, you're a piece of shh. Oh no, 20 seconds, 18. Bro, it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. 13. Yeah, nah, we're not getting in. Ah!
No way.
Bro, there's no way. 5. Yeah, I can't get in.
No way.
Fuck, you're second right
That's
now.
so peak, bro.
Holy fuck, holy fuck.
Please, no one overtake.
In fact, we're going to have the opportunity to speak to one of those players who qualified out of the European region. You guys know him. You guys love him. You saw him last week on the show as well, and he's back. We have Solary Kinstaar joined again by Yoshi. Gentlemen, how are you guys doing today?
Fine, and you? Thank you.
Doing fantastic. So, Keenstar, man, we talked to you last week. How does it feel now to be a duo qualifier, qualifying for both the duo competition and solos?
The last week I qualified with Hunter in the duos, and today I could play without pleasure. So I could play my gameplay. I could play more aggressive. So I don't know how to say, but I'm really happy again.
Yeah, no, I know particular when you and Hunter end up doing, you kind of like chain it back a little bit, play for placements, but watching some of your games, you were going after people today. It looked like you were a man on a mission. Did you feel like there's kind of something different in your mindset today?
T'as compris? Ah, moitié. En fait, je demande si par rapport à ta qualification, est-ce que là, ton esprit il a changé, vu que ton gameplay a complètement changé, comment tu te sens en fait? I always play the same. I mean,
how can I say it? I always play the same time like every week, but this time I just find a new spawn like Mega Mole, and it's very OP. I'm not going to lie. A lot of chest, a lot of ammo. You have everything there. So,
hey man, sometimes that's all it takes. A little bit of an adjustment, change up where you are in the start of the match, and you let your mid game and end game scrolls roll through. So now, looking forward to the final, what's your practice going to look like now that you qualified for both? Are you going to be focusing on both game types, just keep doing what you're doing, or what's your game plan look like there?
From now, every tournament I'm going to do, it's going to be a training for me. So that's all good.
Nice.
Like
Simple as that.
I know, that's exactly what you want. The stress off your shoulder going through. Well, I know it's getting a little bit later over there in Europe. So what I want to give you now is your opportunity to say whatever you want. You can plug your socials. You can say thanks. This is your time, Keenstar.
Comme la dernière fois, il te demande si tu veux genre parler de tes réseaux, etc. pour que
Je te laisse faire.
Okay, so he's telling me that you guys just have to follow him on Instagram and on Twitter. It's all the times like Keenstar 9G2I or something like that. Just go follow him because he's maybe the next winner of the World Cup.
Hey,
to make it.
Yeah, I like that. Wait, hold on.
Whoa, I'm good. But Yoshi putting it down there. I mean, congratulations again. We've seen you from the Pro-Am stage. Now we'll be seeing you on the stage in New York City for both the solos and duos competition. Congratulations, and again, go drop him a follow at Keenstar92i on both Twitter and Instagram. Have a good one, you guys.
Thanks.
Have a good one, guys. Great stuff there. I mean, Keenstar's been a household name in European competitive Fortnite since the very beginning. As you mentioned, the Pro-Am, I actually went up against him. I remember he was one of the guys that stood out to me. Was always, I think in the warm-up games we had then all the way a year ago, he was at like 11, 12 eliminations in those games, just frying everyone.
You eliminated him, didn't you?
I didn't want to bring it up. But I did eliminate Keenstar, and that makes me a better player.
We got Shy Wager joining us. Shy won again as a shirt aficionado. Okay, I just want to comment on the fact that you are rocking some killer threads right now, my dude.
Thank you, my friend. It's always vacation time. It's always a fun time. And, you know, today, I think I witnessed history and I witnessed greatness. That was the storyline. These two players, it was just insane, just insane.
Well, let's run through it there and let's acquaint our audience with these two players, you know, from Brazil, 13 years old, both of them, which is absurd. Let's talk about this. First, NICKS. This guy, he's been at it for a while now, you know, constantly climbing up. I believe did qualify in the duos, but has yet to find that success in solos. What was it like checking out NICKS's games today?
So today, NICKS actually dominated the leaderboard like no other person. The only other person that came close, I think, was Dubs in NA East. His first 5 games, his first 3 games actually, he had 52 points in total and was already just chilling 15 points ahead of anyone else in 2nd, 3rd, 4th at all times the whole way. So, you know, we talk about the word, I think, for everyone in Brazil right now is just pressure. The type of pressure he had to just, you know, keep succeeding, keep holding that spot was insane. His last 5 games, it was all about, you know, just trying to be consistent. A lot of just big pop-off games, you know, 16 elims with the first place, 14 elims with the first place. And then, you know, his 6th game was second with like 17 elims once again. So he just kept popping off, was so ahead of everyone. But, you know, sitting there in your seat at that age, like in this competition, this atmosphere, must have been insane for him. But he was consistent, popped off every game. Every single game was like a closing game coming down from high ground. Combat shotgun. It was just insane.
Man, you know, when I was, I think I first started competing when I was around 16, and I was not competing around the same. I was playing online matches, so, but like not to this degree. I mean, I was playing literally for like a ham sandwich and maybe like $2.50. You know, like that was about it.
Yeah, like I went to my first local tournament when I was 14, and the first time I won any money, it was like $90. 20 went to gas, and then the rest was my lunch money and entry fee for the rest of the locals I was going to. So I was pumped. Can't even imagine what these guys are feeling like. So you talked about NICKS. What did King's games look like? Because we know King had been so close on so many different times. Why was he able to push himself over the top?
So King, I think, probably had the sweatiest, most intense experience on his very last game. He actually got into queue with NICKS actually for his very last one near the end of it. And everyone was actually at the same point threshold, the 60, 70 points. You always talk about the point differential. There was a 4-point differential between everyone. And he was in like, the 9Z boys game as well. And he actually got second, as you can see, by like 1 point. So he had 85. Third place was 84. I mean, he needed a win for a tiebreaker as well. So his last game was a win with a lot of the people in that same, threshold, the same placings. And he needed that one extra elim as well. And I think he knew that because of the last, I was watching the last game of his. He actually dropped down for an elim, giving up an advantageous position for the win, just to risk it for the biscuit. And it was insane. He ended up clutching that game out as well. Instant 90s all the way back up. Clinch is second. Both these guys, they're just like, they're insane. Like the pressure for him is so different from NICKS. His is more like, climbing, scratching up at the surface, because both these guys know what it's like to come right below one tier of qualification, like one placing below. And once again, at that age, like in this position, these last few weeks, it gets harder every single week. You can notice the points are getting up and up and up in every region by 2 or 3, but that's a win. That's 2 elims. Once again, history and greatness. It's insane.
It truly is a story of 2 different paths, right? One, it's kind of like, I don't want to say gifted because, NICKS worked so hard, but he was on that path, whereas King was just like, struggling to find his footing. And I think we're going to be treated to 2 excellent players in New York, Sundown.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we saw NICKS in week 1 lead wire to wire and then lose it right at the last second to Laleo. So now led wire to wire and closed it out. But brilliant breakdown there, Shy. Thanks for spreading a little bit of light on NICKS. And thanks for telling us about that last game with King. Go check that out in the client. Set your region to Brazil, check his match history, and go and check those last moments. See what it takes and see what these brilliant 13-year-olds are doing to get themselves to that New York City final. Thank you so much, Shy. Appreciate it as always.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a great cast, great stream. I'm going to be tuning in.
I appreciate you, brother. All right, that's wild stuff.
A ton of it, but we're going to be joined here by Luneze, who was able to grab one of those final spots. Buddy, how you doing? How you feeling right now? Got the big smile on your face.
I'm feeling pretty awesome, honestly. I really wasn't expecting this to happen at all.
So what were you expecting then? Because we've seen you around the competitive scene. You've been kind of right towards the top, but haven't really been able to break into that upper echelon. However, with each one of these cups and each one of the weeks, you've been climbing higher and higher. How did you manage to get into that top 6?
I mean, after like the first... I played the first couple of games just like normally. I was just going for kills, going for placement, and then eventually in my last 3 games, I had like 53 points from my last 3 or 4 games, I think. And then I just started landing on ballers. Just looting a little bit and then just getting mats and trying to play for placement, because I figured that I would only need a couple points to actually qualify. So that's all I did. I just went for placement points my last 4 games.
Yeah, I know. We saw you get to a solid lead there, able to kind of get the eliminations, play your game, and then adjust to what else was going on, noticing that a lot of the ballers were getting those points. So one thing I want to ask you, what did you do in the final moment? The second you realized you were qualified and you were done, did you jump into a Discord call? Did you run around your house? Did you do some jumping jacks? You just kind of sit there and stare at your screen? What was that like?
Well, waiting for the to find out if I qualified, I was so scared. I was freaking out. And then the second that it came on stream, I got into a call with all of my friends. I jumped up, ran downstairs, got my sister, got my mom, got everyone into my room, and I was freaking out. It was awesome.
And now you used to have Twitch in your name, then you switched to Thiccboy. As a fellow Thiccboy, do you think that was the reason why you qualified this week?
I definitely do think so, yeah.
Luneze, that's so awesome, man. Congratulations. I'll give you the floor right now. Give yourself some shout-outs, any thanks you have for anyone out there.
I mean, I just want to say thank you to all my friends who've like pushed me to grind, all the people who've been supporting me and my stream this entire time that I've been doing this. Like, if it wasn't for them, I don't think today would have happened. They pushed me to scrim. They pushed me to do everything that I've done.
Hey, you love to see that. A great supporting cast around you. Congratulations again. We'll be seeing you, sir, in New York City for the World Cup Finals. Have a great one. All right, pal. Another great story here, Sundown, of everyone able to qualify. It's a life-changing opportunity.
Yeah, certainly has been. Luneze, thank you so much, my man.